Title: Ancient Dawn. Part 1: The Stranded Time Travelers. In the world of yesteryears, where leviathans roamed across land and sea, and the sky was ablaze with celestial grandeur untouched by human contrivance, a band of incongruous voyagers found themselves marooned, bound to the primal earth, yet alien to its rugged constitution. They were time travelers, denizens of a future that was yet a distant dream to the world they now inhabited, their once reliable temporal device rendered a mere artifact by some fluke cosmic disturbance. The lead among the time explorers, a philosopher-engineer by the name of Agathon, with eyes as keen as an eagle's and a mind fertile with knowledge, sought to make sense of their newfound circumstance. He would observe the stars with an acute nostalgia, those distant suns a mirror to the now elusive epochs of his origin. Accompanying him were Thalia, an empathetic linguist, and Orion, a naturalist with an uncanny fascination for all forms of life. They each found solace and wonderment in the untouched landscape, marveling at the blend of beauty and harshness the prehistoric Earth presented. They interacted with the environment in manners as disparate as their respective trades. Thalia sought communication with the primitive hominids as if searching for an echo of their humanity in these feral ancestors. Orion, on the other hand, explored the flora and fauna with a childlike wonder, documenting every discovery as if compiling an encyclopedia of Earth's nascent life. Despite their persistent struggles and the evident disarray in their lives, an inexplicable serenity had begun to nestle within their hearts. The Earth's prehistoric cradle in all its rawness imparted an odd sense of comfort and belonging, which was marred only by their awareness of an event impending, a cosmic phenomenon that was slowly but certainly steering their lives towards a momentous junction. The temporal device, though non-functional for time travel, had retained some of its diagnostic functions and indicated the imminent arrival of a gargantuan comet that would, in the future they hailed from, be known as the catalyst of a mass extinction event. Their knowledge of the future imparted them the curse of foreknowledge. They knew the tranquility of the world around them was ephemeral. With every sunset that painted the sky with shades of poignant beauty, the comet drew closer, a brooding harbinger of inevitable destruction. Agathon, Thalia, and Orion, despite their foreboding awareness, endeavored to preserve their newfound harmony, to cherish the prehistoric wonders that surrounded them, and to find joy and wisdom in their unexpected isolation. But as the comet's appearance in the night sky transitioned from a speck of light to a fiery trail, they could no longer ignore the looming threat. As the night descended on the eve of the cataclysm, they sat together, their faces lit by the flickering fire, their hearts heavy yet hopeful. They were time travelers stuck in a time not their own, witnesses to an event they could neither prevent nor escape from. The only choice left to them was to face the impending event and endure, as had countless life forms before them on this ancient, ever-changing Earth. And now they waited, their gazes affixed on the blazing comet, for the dawn of an era that would challenge their existence, and perhaps reveal the true extent of their human resilience. Part 2: The Dawn of the Comet. As the first light of dawn split the night's darkness, the comet streaked across the sky, now not merely a celestial visitor, but a glaring omen of the epochal transformation to come. The tranquility of the prehistoric morning seemed almost surreal, a cruel paradox against the cataclysm that loomed overhead. Unaware of the impending chaos, primitive hominids milled around their settlements. The flora danced in the gentle morning breeze, and the fauna embarked on their instinctual pursuits of survival. Amid this tableau vivant of nature's serenity, Agathon, Thalia, and Orion stood as anomalous spectators, anachronisms in this ancient landscape, waiting for the inevitable with a resigned courage. Their hearts throbbed in unison with the primal heartbeat of the Earth as the comet began its final descent. The sky turned to fire, the comet burning brighter than the sun, searing its way into the crust of the Earth. The moment of impact was met with a silence that seemed to suspend time itself, a brief respite before the unleashing of chaos. The Earth, that ancient vessel of life, convulsed as if in agony. The landscapes that had been their refuge and solace were now remodeled by nature's cataclysmic brush, blurring the line between creation and destruction. Great torrents of dust and debris rose into the sky, obliterating the sun and casting the world into an eerie twilight. But even as the cataclysm unfurled in its terrifying majesty, there was something profoundly beautiful about it. It was as though they were witnessing a symphony of chaos and creation, a harmony of destruction and rebirth. In their makeshift shelter, reinforced by Agathon's technical prowess and Orion's knowledge of natural materials, they clung together, as much for physical safety as for emotional solace. Their shelter quivered under the seismic tremors, but held, a tiny bulwark against the unleashed might of cosmic forces. Hours morphed into days, then into weeks, as the tempest raged. The trio lived in a state of suspended animation, the remnants of their futuristic technology sustaining them as the outside world was reshaped. The only constant amidst the chaos was the company they had of each other, the shared understanding, the unspoken resolve that strengthened with each passing moment. As the cosmic tempest gradually ceased, they emerged into a world irrevocably changed, cloaked under a thick pall of dust and ash. The primal Earth they had come to know was now a distant memory, supplanted by a landscape as alien to them as they were to it. They looked upon this world, not with despair, but with a renewed sense of purpose. Amidst the wreckage of their past and the uncertain promise of their future, they found in each other and in themselves a tenacity that no cosmic calamity could extinguish. They were still time travelers, marooned in a bygone era, but now they were also survivors, inheritors of a new world that lay before them, a world waiting to be rediscovered, a world that they would now call home. And so they began their lives anew, not as mere spectators, but as part of the primal symphony of life and survival. They had arrived as strangers to this prehistoric land, and now they were its children, cradled once more in the timeless arms of Mother Earth, reborn in the dawn of the comet.